This video will shock you. It will maybe have you change everything that you've done so far up until this point, because I'm going to tell you why you should not be doing a brand and what you should be doing instead that actually makes money, that actually helps you to get to 7 figures, 8 figures, whatever the case may be, whatever your goal is. I'm going to walk you through the whole framework, right, that you need to follow. And this is proven by myself. Right? I've done it in my own brands. I'm doing over $1 million a month with my own e-commerce brands. And the same for many founders that I've mentored or that I'm mentoring, right, that went to $1 million a month from literally nothing, right? So they were doing maybe 10K per month before, or 40K per month, or 100K per month, but now they're over $1 million or close to $1 million, right, per month. So the biggest shift from where you're at currently to where you can be with your products is really to stop trying to force a product into the market. This is the biggest mistake that I see. Like, I'm mentoring 25, 30 brands now at the moment. And so I have a pretty good overview on what's working, what's not working. And don't try to force your product into the market, right? And I'm going to show you like the complete opposite on how I would do it and how I see it working, right? It's not because of me, it's just I'm sharing what I see so you can take it and you can implement it. Okay, so instead of forcing your product into the market by saying, well, this is the best product for XYZ, right? And we have like these, like social proof and this and that, which is nice, which is great. But you're missing one point. Instead of trying to force your product, you should be serving the market, right? So this is the biggest shift that you have to go through as a founder, and that I had to go through as well as a founder, is really to understand, hey, I'm here to serve other people that already have existing problems. And my job is just to identify those problems, show them, and like educate them on the problems, and then also show them the solution, my solution, finally, that really works against this problem, and show it in a way so that they don't feel like they're being forced or pushed. Okay. Now, the very first thing that I would do, instead of, what a lot of founders, they start with this, beautiful, Shopify store or beautiful page, like homepage. It's so important that this is on brand, and the colors and the font and all of the, like, they discuss like for months about this stuff. They do a rebrand, whatever. But finally, you need to make money, right? And the way to make money is to solve problems for other people. Like, very, very simple. Doesn't matter in what kind of business you are. Like, you're solving a problem for somebody, they pay you to solve that problem. That's how you get paid, right? And obviously, you need to make it work in an economically, efficient way. But this is what a lot of people forget. They start with this love brand, but they forget that actually it's about the people, right? So the first thing that I would do is really to go look at the market that you want to serve, right, that your products are in, and really understand it deeply. Meaning, go to Reddit, understand what the customers are saying there. What are they complaining about? What is the real pain point that they think is the pain point? This is where you have to start, right? You cannot just say that your product does X, Y, Z and helps against, pain point X, when in reality, the whole people that, are in the market, they don't see this as the real issue. They see another issue, and you're completely neglecting that, okay? So you need to really step into your customer's shoes, and basically look at it from their perspective, okay? So first of all, what's the real pain point, okay? For that, I love to go to Reddit. I love to just study what people are saying. I like to go to the comments of other brands' products on their ads. I like to go to the reviews of the products of my competitors, just to understand, like, what are people saying, right? What are their motivations? Why do they buy the product in the first place? What do they value about the product? Okay. And the better I understand this, then the next step is for me to identify what are the solutions that are out there currently. Okay. So what are people using to solve this pain point? Okay. Is it, I don't know, some over-the-counter or prescription medication that they use, but it's not really working, or it has side effects, right? Or is it some kind of, other solution that is working okay, but it's not really delivering the real solution to their problem, right? So in any market that you look at, there are always existing solutions, okay? The better you understand them, the easier it will be for your product and for you and your product to position yourself against these existing solutions and make it very clear to prospects, to people that are interested into your products, why your product is different and how it's different from all the other stuff that they tried out before. Because most likely they have tried out stuff before, okay? So if it's wrinkles, for example, like they have tried out a bunch of serums, vitamin C serums, retinol, tretinoid, whatever the case may be. Like they tried out a couple of things. So if you're just the next retinol serum, this is not going to work, right? Because they tried that out before. So you need to then explain why your retinol serum is different than all the other serums that they tried out before. Maybe it's like the formulation, right? Maybe it's the way you apply it. Maybe it's some other type of differentiator. But you can only do if you understand, like, what did these people go through already? What did they try already, and what failed actually? So that's the second step. So basically, to understand what are the solutions out there and why did they fail. Okay. Once I understood that, then I'm ready to basically say, okay, let's position my product. Okay. Let's understand my product and map it to what I see in the market. So again, back to the beginning, what I said in the beginning, we are here to serve people that have problems. So we are not creating demand. We are tapping into existing demand. And this is a huge difference, okay? So we're not here with our egos to say, I have the best product, you should buy my product, you're stupid if you don't buy my product. People don't care. People don't care about that because everybody says it, okay? So if you're the one like reaching out, giving them a hand, and basically telling them, hey, I understand your pain, I know where you're coming from, and I know you tried out millions of things and they don't work and it's frustrating. I get that, okay? That's why I created a solution that has all the benefits without all the downsides that you've experienced. And now I help you to test it out and see for yourself if it works, right? So you have to have this kind of conversation with the prospects. Otherwise, they are just going to like categorize you and say, well, it's just another XYZ. I tried that out before, it doesn't work. And they're gone, right? So exactly. So basically, once you understand all the solutions, either you come up with a better solution if you're in the phase of like, let's say, formulating a product or like just doing a new product. Or if you already have your product, then work on making it clear how your product stands out. Okay, that's basically the next job. Once you've done that, you basically sell this product to a starving audience, right? Because you identified in the first place, what is the starving audience, right? What are the people that are looking for a solution, but they're frustrated with all the solutions out there, right? So that's the starving audience. Now, how you sell that and what you do basically to make it easier for them, this is something that I talk about also frequently in my videos, is essentially make a great front-end offer. Like, think of it. Like, just imagine. People are they're so bored to be sold all the time with the next highly promising solution, and then finally it doesn't work again right, for the 10th time. So they are just tired, right? They're tired, and they are tired of losing money, of investing money and not seeing results. So you have to understand, this is the setup, right? That's where you come in. You cannot just scream like everybody else, like, hey, buy my product. No, it's not going to work. So what we do is we do a front-end offer, right? So a high AOV still, because we have to be able to advertise and to afford new customers. But we have a high AOV, but also a highly attractive front-end offer, right? So the offer that we're making people has to be so good, they will be stupid saying no, okay? And this is really a couple of things. It's obviously the real value of the product that they purchase versus the actual price that they pay, right? So it could be, for example, if you have like a single product, you could just have multiple products, like multiple bundles of the, or multi-packs of the same product. Okay, so instead of just selling one pouch, you're selling one pouch, 3 pouches, and 6 pouches, right? This is the offer. The more you buy, the more you save, right? Then you can accelerate that with having free gifts with each order, right? For example, if they buy at a certain AOV, they get like a free PDF worth 15 $15 or $20. Where, for example, I don't know, if you're selling like an acne cream or something like that, you have like the full recipe book of the best recipes to avoid like cystic acne. Okay, then you have another, like you could upsell more digital products as well, right? If it makes sense, if you have something really pain related, you could sell like a video course, not sell, but you add the video course that normally is priced at, let's say, $50 or $100, where some kind of expert explains, I don't know, the exercises to get rid of knee pain, for example. And then you give that for free again for at the high AOV. Okay, so all of a sudden the real value of your bundle that they purchase is actually like $70 more, but it didn't cost you, like it doesn't cost you with every purchase. Okay, so this is one idea. Another one is just physical free gifts, right? That makes sense, right? Maybe you have a bigger portfolio of products already, of products that are nice products, but by themselves, it wouldn't never make sense to advertise them because, I don't know, it's just not working or the price is too low. So then you just add them in, right? If it makes sense. And this is the way that you construct a bundle, finally, that has such an incredible value. And you could obviously then claim, hey, it's 30% off, it's 35% off. And all of a sudden, this stands out from all of the other brands that make them purchase the product at full price, right? And you still have a high enough AOV to actually go out and afford customers, right? So this is really like the last step in this first process that I would do to ensure that you are selling to an existing demand, right? And to close this circle, that's really something that I want to share from the bottom of my heart. I know how attractive it is to go down this rabbit hole of building the perfect brand and everything resonates and everything is beautiful for you. But let's flip it and let's just think as servants. Okay, we are nothing else than servants. We're nothing else than people that serve other people. Okay, and we get compensated for that. Okay, so this is what we cannot forget as brand owners. Like, strip away all this, this has to be beautiful, on brand, blah, blah. This is all in your head, right? And this is this glorified founder story that they woke up one night and they had this idea and for this formulation. But we all know it's not true. It's not like that. It's a process. It's an iterative process over months, years, until you find the first perfect product, until you find the right target audience. And it might be a completely different target audience than what you think now is your target audience. So be open-minded to that. This is what I see, like every time that a brand in my portfolio is taking off, and we've had like crazy case studies, right? Like a cleaning brand that went from like 15K per month. Like literally, she did exactly what I told you in this video. And now she's doing like 300 to 400K per month, right? Consistently, right? And actually not scaling because the supply chain cannot keep up, right? And this is just in a matter of like 6-7 months, right? So it's all about understanding that, taking away your ego, putting your ego aside, and really thinking of, hey, I got this product, but this is the market. I need to understand the market, and I need to understand how I get this market to the point where the people are like, man, this is amazing. This is exactly what I need. And that's different from everything else that I've seen before. Okay. So yeah, I hope this video helped you with that a little bit. Yeah, let me know if you want to learn more about this. Let me know in the comments. If you say, hey, I want this kind of mentorship just on a weekly basis. I want somebody that has this experience, shows me how to do it in my specific case, and helps me scale. Then apply down below. Click the first link in the description. There I explain like who I can help, who I cannot help. Also, I mean, I'm not working with everybody, right? It really has to be a fit, so that we're both aligned. Let's say. But yeah, then we can chat, and we can see if I can help you scale your e-commerce brand and scale it profitably with paid ads while you own everything, right? So no agencies, none of that stuff. Okay, all right. Looking forward to that, and see you in the next one.